No, don't do it yet.
I'm
Break up the
live.
video. Break up the video. I said.
Well, you want to end it? Do you want to end this live?
Yeah, nah. Just bring the video up. It'll make no difference.
Okay.
So people can know what we're talking about.
Welcome, everyone. This is a special Men of the Metaverse. What, Father's Day edition show?
Because this day ain't a show, people. All right, this is me and Brandon recording content because it may go viral.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, I got it. Let's see. I'm gonna share a video with you real quick, Lewis. And Lewis sent me now, and I had mixed emotions about it because I think you posted it first, right?
I did both.
Okay.
Because I don't know, Brandon. His communications, once you send him something digitally, you don't know he got it or not.
That's correct. But you know what? Sometimes I think because sometimes I respond to something you're saying, but you won't say nothing back. So I'd rather us talk about it this way. And I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to ask you. And this is one of the things I want to ask you on live. But I was like, let me just ask Lewis what he think. But you can see the video.
I can see. Take Bam.
Oh, yeah,
no,
I got you.
okay, Dust the Rose off. All right.
Dust the Rose. Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Oh, here you go. Hold your mic right. 1, 2. Rip, you go. Rip, you go. Look at that, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's see that. Let's see that. Look at that. We out here catching bluegill. Hey, we catch bluegill?
Yeah.
What you tell them? Hold your mouth right, eh? That's what I'm talking about. We out here catching bluegill. The girl say,
is that it? I was about to start it over again.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So I saw this video. I said, I wonder if, because I've been thinking about doing something like that. I said, I could probably build a pond in my backyard, put some fish in there, or I could do something like this. Did Lewis send me this to try to encourage me to do it? Because I think in the title, it said, Brandon, don't do this, right? I think that's what you said in the message that you sent me, right? That's what you were saying?
I said, don't do it how he did it, but if you do it, you got to do it right.
Okay, well, how do you do it right? Because I'm country. To me, this is right. I could do it a little better or a little fancier if I wanted to.
Country. You met Brandon's mama. He ain't country, man.
Okay, well, if you ask people from the north, do we talk country, or if we're country, they say, yeah, we country. They'll say that for sure.
Come on, computer.
Am I lying?
Can you see me?
I can see you. You frozen, but I can still see you.
Hold on.
But you know how StreamYard do. Your picture frozen like you got a LinkedIn profile picture.
Oh Lord. Quit sharing.
And see, Lewis talk about cameras and stuff, and like the AI's not listening, and like they're not gonna have you with the same karma.
Hey, Brandon, I'm back on the scene, Anna.
Yeah, you back on.
You beat the 10 count. Huh?
No, I'll get up at about 9. They'll be about to say 10. I'll get up at 9. My camera turn on. I get knocked out again. But anyway, okay. So you got a video. Let me see.
Okay, this is a pond, people. They cleaning it up. Let's see. I was looking up a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the type of pond you was talking about, Brandon, building.
Something similar to that, yeah.
Now, Brandon. Now with this pond, you the fisherman, right?
Yeah, something like that. Not an expert. I'm a fisherman.
All right. Do some fishes like the same amount of water, or some like deeper water and shorter water?
Some like deep water. Some want to stay shallow, not too shallow. But
okay, what kind of pond you was gonna build?
One that's gonna be.
Huh? Tell me. Let's discuss.
I'm about to tell you. It's gonna be about 10 feet, maybe in circumference. So the diameter is gonna be about 10 feet. It's gonna be
the size of a prison cell. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From
so far, people, we got a hole, but let's keep going.
It may be 2 to 4 feet deep. So not deep at all.
All right.
And that's about it. I may put some rocks on there, but
Apply oxygen to the water when it runs
see,
out.
that's some of the stuff I might have to look up, because you can you just dig a hole? Because if I go in the backyard right now, dig a hole and put some water in it, it's not going to resemble a pond, right?
Well, the water probably run out, Brandon. You know,
Yeah.
when it rains every day, though, the water dissipates.
It does evaporate, yeah.
So
It
you won't have a
dissipates.
pond in your backyard. You don't got
Uh-huh.
the tools to build a pond with
I
a
don't- you
shovel.
Right, you're gonna need some stuff from Amazon or Home Depot.
Amazon don't say those front end loaders.
So what is you said a front end loader? Now what is
You
that?
got to dig a trencher. You got to dig stuff up. You need a
I
backhoe.
don't need that. I don't need that.
Brandon, your great granddad is the last person who used to work like that. It ain't you.
That is me. I can do it. You don't believe in me?
No, not in that. I see the same gentleman that did not want to get the shopping carts because it was raining outside. Food Lion. He ain't thinking of his old with his bare hands.
I
At the
hear
age
you.
of 48.
I hear you. But if I gotta think about renting some equipment to dig a hole, or doing it step by, day by day, taking my time with it, I'll go the cheaper route if I had to. But do you know how much that's going to cost? So am I going to be able to do it for my budget to make a pond?
Go back to the other man.
$1,000.
Play the other man video you got, Brady.
Oh, is it my messages, Facebook message?
No, the same video you played before.
Okay. Let me see. I close
This
it
is
out.
for editing purposes, Brandon.
Okay, I got you.
And see, can you just keep that thing playing if
Okay.
it's possible? With no sound, please.
Okay. All right, it's up there. Oh, that's Rose love to try to be up there. All right.
All right, so Brett, I think that's it. That's in your budget because you was about to buy a pool. Was it last year?
Yeah. No, it was this year. We're talking about when the
This
guy
year.
came over. Yeah.
So Brandon was gonna be one of those suckers that
Uh-huh.
were winter times here. That's where he wanted to install a pool.
Right.
That's why they came to your house because they didn't have no work and they looking for suckers.
That is true. But
So-
but like I said, I'll be paying for a pool and I can't even get in it when the weather changed. But
Was
go
that
ahead.
an above ground pool?
It was
or what
above
kind of-
ground pool. Yeah, it was
Okay,
above
so a
ground.
plastic like this one is.
But they said the material on the outside was way different.
So two pieces of plastic stuck together instead of one.
That's what he said. So
Oh, okay,
it
little
was
extra UV protection in there, a little
yeah,
extra.
right.
Chlorine resistant vinyl or something.
Yeah.
But Brandon, yeah, you could afford this. But Brandon, what would I say if this was in your backyard looking like this?
Well, I had some wooden raised beds in my garden. You said that was country. I like a caveman or something. I was something along those lines. So
Same answer. 3 inches off the ground is not raised, people. There's a slight incline change in the underground. That's it.
So to you, that's not a raised bed.
That's not a raised bed.
That's funny. I've
right.
never thought about that, but go ahead.
Ant just go walk. Ant don't have to jump over his bed. Just walk across something and get there. You know.
That's true. So if I had
I
this,
said that joke before. Brandon just don't remember.
no, I don't remember. But so if you didn't like how the wooden raised beds look, you definitely wouldn't like how I had this in my backyard.
I wouldn't
And
like it.
I piled some
gotta-
rocks and some power straw around it.
No. We said just like this.
Uh-huh. Just
don't
like
like
this is
it.
fine. Oh, you don't like? Okay, I was about to say.
But if you disguise it to make it look like a real pond,
Okay, how would I do that though?
probably build some dirt around there. Put a dock. You can probably put a dock like on the side, like you had a dock fishing. You know.
Yeah, you would have to do a little cosmetic work to make it look,
And
So
like
look-
those fish right there, they ain't go. Not one fish in there go bust a nut in there. Why?
Why? It knows
Because ain't no sand at the bottom. He just got plastic. Man, come on, fish. Get the fish. So when you get on the bed of a bluegill, people, you see him. It's insanity stuff.
Yeah.
They don't want to bust a nut in no plastic, man. Be retarded fish.
And you don't want to eat retarded fish, is that what you're saying? Or mentally challenged fish?
We eat every time. Tilapia, you eat all the time. Any fish you buy farm raised, retarded fish. They busted a nut in vinyl, Jack.
That's funny. But what's a step above this? Because I could probably get this pool at Walmart and do the same thing and fill it up. But what is it?
A step above this, and you still want to actively fish?
Yeah.
Make a small little pond in your backyard, in ground, like a little water.
Well, like you've seen the plastic ones that they have. You talking about something like that where the shape is already kind of carved out?
Yes, but it has to be like a whole lot bigger than that, Brad.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I haven't seen one because that's not built for putting fish in. That's just built to have some water flowing. Those ones like that. So yeah, I'm with you.
That's when the backhoe, like I said, they don't sell backhoes on Amazon because of the play.
Well, Temu don't Temu got some of those? I've seen some ads for them excavators.
But let one part be missing for the diesel motor, you can't get no parts. You're stuck for life. Right? Those manufacturers ain't over here.
That's funny. You are really sharp when it comes to certain stuff like that.
It's people been complaining about it all day long, Brandon.
Okay, well,
Black man was on TV on a 18-volt cordless, brushless drill motor for $13 with 2 batteries.
Oh wow! And that's a good deal. That's a good. You think you're doing good? You're saving.
Correct.
Backup batteries.
6 weeks later, once it arrived in the U.S. He get it, ain't nothing but a box with a picture on it. It's empty. He can't get in contact with nobody. That's what you're ordering, people.
Is it worth the risk?
He just paid double. He out $13. He could have went to Home Depot,
right, or
Facebook.
Yeah,
bought it. Now you bought them on Facebook. 2 things: stolen, or they got a short in it. And the short don't come up to after been running for about 15 minutes.
So you can test it. Yeah, it's gonna work, but long periods of time. That's your average American seller right there, people. And you're right too.
Stolen,
yeah.
Or it could pass your little tests, but if you got to rely on it, it's no good.
Have you sold something on Facebook?
Oh, Brandon, I first saw my YouTube channel, 2018. I was on Facebook selling and posting it, people, before it was cool. Before it was cool. Yeah, I sold on Facebook before.
But have you had any?
Had any what?
Bad, interactions or something like that.
Why would I? I got my system check. You got to pass my system check to see me.
Okay, but what's that? Because a lot of people may not have something like that where they're selling or buying off of Facebook.
First, you got to have Facebook, at least the 2012 people.
So is somebody with a new profile?
Can't do it. Second, I click on your profile. You better have some family pictures on there. Somebody. Some family pictures. You just can't have a bunch of memes with a rainbow symbol in the background, cursing people out in the comments.
Oh Lord! Now I'm with you. That makes a lot of sense.
Second, you gotta fold through all my needs.
Okay, what's that mean?
Meet me at this location.
Okay.
All right. You got this window.
Mm-hmm.
Text me when you're on the way.
Yeah.
Here's what people do. When they say they're gonna be there at 5 o'clock, they say that yesterday. They will stand your ass up, Brett, in a minute.
Right. And not even lose sleep about it.
I'm waiting there. Where's this blue car at? You know? But if I say text me when you're on your way, that
Yeah.
little more human interaction,
Yeah.
it always goes smooth because they really want the product.
Right.
I never had no problems on that, off that, and anything over a certain amount, I'm packing. So you know who I
That's
sold my Yeti cooler to?
Cooler?
$250.
Yeah.
See, I was packing on that one. You know, this $250 in the air. He could just come here and try to rob me and go get this 380 on your ass.
Right, because you never know what kind of stuff people go in
Yeah.
with, you know.
So
we've had a friend that tried to sell, this is before Facebook Market, but he tried to sell some subwoofers to somebody, or I think he might have been buying some from somebody. Gave them the money. They said they'll be right back, and they never came back. So people will.
Our friend.
Yeah. I think he went to meet with somebody to buy some speakers from him or to sell his speakers. I can't remember what exactly, but gave him the money. They said they'd be right back, and they never came back. And he was waiting in an unknown location, well, unfamiliar to him. It was a new area.
Here's the thing, people. Don't show your money till you see the goods.
Right.
All this, let's pull it out at the same time. Nah, you with that fucking shit. Let me see what you got. I'm the one with the money. That's what you really want.
Yeah, that's what you want, right?
Yeah. You want the money more than I want them keys, don't you? Huh?
Right.
So show me the keys first. See what we got. Yeah.
Would you do that? So whether you're buying, do you try to control the interaction? Like whether you're buying or selling, you want to be in control, or you sometimes you just not gonna be in control. You at somebody else's
well, Brett, I'm selling. You know, I'm not the junkie. I'm selling.
So,
all right, so I had to display my product.
Yeah.
And then they got the option to display the money.
Yeah, okay.
And if it's over a certain amount, me and that Taurus 380, what y'all want to do?
Yeah, but I think that's a good point. I don't think you ever come out with the money, but like just show the money first, because there's no reason to do that. You pull up to somebody, you got your money out. You know, you like, I ain't even seen the product yet, but you got your money out. You don't do that when you go to Best Buy or Walmart. So I wouldn't do that when you buying something off of online for somebody else. So this is something to think about.
You only do that when you go to the gas station with the bulletproof window. You show the money and hope they get your sneaker bar back. You see?
Yeah.
But yeah, see the product first. The money, people want the money more than the product. That's why they selling the product to get the
undercutting
money.
The value of the product because they want the money so bad, or they need it, you know. Yeah.
And you got so much power, you got the money.
Yeah.
I always be in position to say, I don't need that shit, and walk off. I always be in that position in life.
Right. Right.
But some of y'all,
because if he wanted bad enough, they may drop the price on you. You know what I'm saying? Be like, whoa, wait. Well, that's scary too.
Don't got the money.
Yeah.
So you do this. You know, it's always when you get the money in your hand, you got the power, people.
Yeah.
And you want so much money in your hand, but somebody put the product to you. I don't need that. I'm walking off.
Right.
Buying used cars for $20,000 for 200,000 miles of Kia.
That's not a good deal.
Brent, if you had the money in your hand, the extra 10,000, you could have bought a brand new one with 200,000 left miles.
Right. Have you ever been in a position where you were trading something in for cash? Because I already know one instance, and you felt used. You felt like you gave up too much. Yeah.
What instance you know?
Going to GameStop, taking your video games that you love to GameStop, thinking you're gonna get some money or a store credit, and what they offer you back, you like, man, it's a slap in the face. So sometimes you go to a pawn shop, they do the same thing.
Well, Brandon, I have buyer's remorse.
Okay.
And that only happened one time with the Super Nintendo. When I traded all my Super Nintendo games and the console
Yeah.
for $60, so I could buy a Japanese game that you had to buy another piece to play on the Sega Saturn. But all the other times I traded my games in, I wanted those trades. I thought it was fair.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't planning to save a Xbox 360s forever for some reason. Turns out I should have kept everyone.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, I think when at the moment you're not thinking about it like that, like having those consoles long term, like 20 years down the line.
I did think about long term.
Okay,
but here's the thing.
Go ahead.
For decades, the secondhand market was extremely cheap, people. We talk about $1, $3.
Okay. That's true. Yeah.
You always could buy your game back for $1 or $3.
Yeah.
Now, man, these people want $40 for used games and stuff.
Right.
$13, $15, $20. And you can't
I was looking for some Nintendo Switch games. I was like, well, they probably ain't gonna be that cheap. Them games was $30, $40. I'm like that. Them games, used games.
You see what I'm talking about?
That's how much they cost when it came out. So you know, it just goes to show.
So I didn't have the foresight. I didn't know games and this stuff was skyrocket.
Yeah.
Right now I got a MP3 player. I ain't throwing that bitch out. 10
kind
years,
is
somebody a Sam SanDisk.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
You know, somebody may want that.
Yeah.
And watch the Good Times episode I load up there. Right now, cassettes.
Yeah.
People want that.
Do you still have your Sega Saturn? I know you were saying you had to buy another piece to play that Japanese game. What was the add-on that you had to get?
I had to take it from North Carolina, North America coding to Japanese coding.
Yeah. Okay. I know with some movies they had that same kind of stuff on there too.
Brady, you know the
region stuff.
Yes. Yeah, when console comes out, American games and other people games. Each one is slightly different. They ain't interchangeable.
Yeah.
I don't know about now, but back then they wasn't.
Yeah. They might not be now. Do you have what's some of the old console stuff you got? You got a PSP still, you got Sega Saturn.
Why are you trying to figure out everything I got, Brandon?
Maybe I want to buy something from you.
No, you ain't buying nothing. I ain't selling nothing. I got an N64.
I want that.
I should have kept the games, but I was trying to get generational wealth. Went to the thrift store, got a whole bunch of games for $5 a piece.
Ooh.
Selling them back to the people online for about $50 to $60, $80 a piece.
I forgot I went to a Goodwill one time and they had N64 games. They had a bunch of different games too. And at the time I wasn't really thinking, but if I could go back in time, I would have bought all that stuff.
I got an N64. I got a Sega Saturn. I got that Dreamcast you got in the back, but I really don't got no games with it.
Didn't I get some games from you? Some Dreamcast games, allegedly.
Yeah, but see, you bought the cheapest ones you could get, Brandon.
What you mean?
Those CDs are disintegrated in storage.
Right. Right. I still got one that I played maybe a couple years ago that still work, or maybe I did some new ones because I think, like you say, them discs don't last forever. You can try to pull it out to play something if you want to, but they start getting that erosion on them or whatever happens to CDs, but they're just not gonna play no more. So,
but the name brand disc lasts forever. So the games last with no problem. But those we talk about, they just disintegrate.
Yeah.
So 360 only got one game for that because I trade those in. 64, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got, Brandon.
Yeah. Have you bought any physical games? Because people nowadays they don't even buy physical stuff. You just download it digitally.
I've been playing the same games for the last 5 years, people. So
you say you've been playing Fallout, right?
Fallout and Battlefield. I ain't played not one. And I just in my prescription with Xbox.
Oh, you did end it? I'm thinking about ending mine too, because I don't even play it, but I still got. I'm like, I still got this. I don't even need it.
And they up you to the ultimate.
Yeah,
you can go down a notch, but.
But I think the ultimate, you can get EA games on there and all them other things. But like I said, you're not even playing it like
Fallout.
that.
That's how I got Fallout.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really play like that. So Brandon
What?
got his system. How much you pay? How many you Xboxes you got, Brandon?
I got one Xbox. I got Xbox One, the new one. I have the old Xbox.
So what's that in the back? Is that working? Is that a real one?
It's PlayStation 5, the Xbox, Nintendo Switch,
Are those props or they really work?
Dreamcast, and them VR glasses, the new wave, the meta.
Do they
the
really
metaverse.
work? Do those
Yeah, all that stuff works. All of it's plugged up except for the Dreamcast. And I got the Dreamcast hookup so you can do the HDMI to play that too if I
So
want.
where do you play your games at? Right there?
Right here, yeah, right in my office. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I said, damn, Brandon's so rich. He got Xbox props just in the back, just sitting up. I said, damn.
No, but if I game, I'm gaming right here. So, you know, I
said,
could
Brandon,
move it, but
when Brandon bought an Xbox, I said, let me get two of them. One for storage and one to play.
No, that would be nice though. But no, if I wanted to move it, I just unplug it, take it upstairs. I got the same cords upstairs or backups for them. So not the biggest deal.
Look at us. I'm halfway dead, and I don't have them set up like I want to yet in my life.
Well, how would you set it up?
I want like
I know you don't.
a video game. I like a game room.
Mm-hmm.
That you see some people they got all their games laid out. I like to have everyone laid out. I said, which one you want to play? And I ain't talking about no retro stuff. I'm talking about the real, actually, the old system.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But I mean, like I say, do you think you at some point you'll get there? Because me thinking yesterday, I was like, well, dang, it's so hard for us to come on here and we have fun. We're not reaching the people that we want to reach just because everything's changed. Do you see a point where me and you, we gaming, we streaming, and doing all that kind of stuff?
We about to reach it because Brandon, I used what Brandon discussed. Me and Brandon discussed the last day.
What?
Brandon said, yeah, other people quirky or they
do what the word I can't remember the word I use. That's the gimmick. They do the gimmick or gimmick. Like
there you go. I said okay, AI. I ain't added none of these motherfucking videos. hit creation. I barely edit. I just let them fly. So you can catch 5-minute videos. So they got AI tagged them for a gimmick.
Yeah.
but it ain't like that. But
let
AI do it. Let's see what that style works.
Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see. But I think people love like a gimmick or like, I don't know about you, but you see people, something will work and it'll go viral. So they'll just keep recreating the same thing over and over again. But it works and people like that kind of stuff, even though they done seen it 1,000 times, whether it's a dance move or, a funny way somebody's doing something, that people like the same thing over and over and over again. Same thing with kind of relationship stuff too.
Because we stay sheep, Brandon.
Yeah. They want to hear a 50-50 conversation over and over again that supports their argument. And even though they just heard one, they want to hear it again and again. And just to feed that inside of them, some people want to be right. They want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear a different opinion. So if somebody's going against a thought that they have, they'll just tune it out.
Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
This how you do it. This random, they pick a part that's hype. I go in there, I'm putting this. So, okay, I want to try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
I want the thumbnail to be already edited in the video.
I got you.
So let's see what this do. Brandon, can you read that?
Yeah, right to remain silent.
Okay, my words are awful.
Me too sometimes, but we human. We still can communicate.
But that's let's see how this video go at. Cause Brandon, if you see that scrolling, will you click on it?
That's something that's gonna catch somebody's attention, I think.
Why?
Just because that can be interpreted like, oh, maybe something happened, like you have the right to remain silent. Like this incident could have escalated into something toxic or fatal or something like that. So let me see what happened. Let me get to the end and see what happened at the end of the video.
Right here. The heat of the night. That's what I'm trying to do. So I said, damn, boom, that's the thumbnail right
I
there.
like that. Yeah, I like that.
The heat of the night. Here's another one. What's this video about, Brandon?
No Time for Breakfast.
All right, so let's see how this version, this setup will work. All right, Brandon, I don't got no more.
Okay, we can go ahead and go.
Dirty clothes.
What kind of pork chops you doing though?
The regular damn house.
But what kind of are they? Barbecue? Or are they teriyaki pork chops? So you got
it's called
pineapples on?
No, season it and cook them on the black stove. That's it.
Okay.
Hey, that's it.
That's not doing no chutney with them. Okay, just
no who
chutney.
Yeah, I said I don't even know what that is. Brandon begging me. What that is? What's chutney?
It's something my grandmother used to make. It's like with fruit. I can't remember the process, but it used to be good. I know people do some.
No, what is it? I don't know.
I don't know what it is. It's like a jam. It could be like it's like a fruit jam, but it's not at the same time. I can't even tell you what it is, but I do know it's good.
Well, Brandon, see, I got see, now you got me now.
Go ahead.
Okay, we about to do a relationship challenge that pisses me off.
What you mean?
And Brandon just did the same thing.
What you mean?
This ragged ass bitch about to do what I'm about to bring up.
Go ahead.
Pick it down. You gotta, if you say something, know what the hell you're talking about.
But why do I have to know what I'm talking about?
Ain't you a man?
Yeah, I'm a man, but do I know everything? I don't know everything, but it's okay.
Close your damn mouth.
No, I know, because I first of all, I'm asking you a question. Are you doing chutney? Just because I've had something don't mean I know exactly what it is. But maybe you
describe it. You said like a fruit jam.
Yes.
And it took me a while to get to you to say fruit jam. You was just like, yeah.
Well, because I don't even know if that's exactly what it is. Let me see. Because number one, I don't even know how to. Okay, let me see what chutney is.
I'm trying. I had it.
But I know you the fruit. You not the fruit, but you're the food buff. You act like you don't.
Buff. I don't know. Brandon, you're the one who was cooking for a profit. What are you talking about?
All right, this is the definition of what chutney is. A chutney is a spread typically associated with cuisine and Indian subcontinent. Chutney is made from a wide variety of forms. Like Indian, not like red dot Indian. That's what they're saying. But it's made from a wide variety of forms of fruit.
Country from the
Well, listen, tomato relish, ground peanut garnish, yogurt, curd, cucumber spice, coconut, onion, spicy onion, mint. Let me see if
man, we ain't that shit in America, Brandon.
Yes, we are. Yes, we do. Not that. But
here's the thing: what happened with Brandon's mama?
Go ahead.
Next door neighbor was the former governor of South Carolina parents. That's what she grew up with. And the Indian lady came over there to introduce you to curry. Curry. Let me introduce you to sauerkraut. Only thing I know is black eyed peas, hog balls, and collard greens. You see, so something happened for Brandon to know about an Indian dish in South Carolina, and in South Carolina, a Mexican was rare in 1994.
Oh man! And like I said, I don't even know how to make it, but my grandmother make it. My mom don't even know how to make it, but go ahead. I'm curious what this lady about to say.
Deal breakers. Let's see. I do not. I mean, this is the thing that stands out first to me is I just cannot stand a sassy man. So, like, if he's just like he wants a lot of attention, just sassy. I'm kind of old school. I like a man.
Should a man like a lot of attention? Should a man get attention, Brandon? Yes or no?
He should get attention. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's the question is, what's her definition of a lot of attention?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just a talking argument people, bring up. And I was going to ask you about this too, because one thing they like to say is if a man is asking about a woman's hair or he wants a woman to be a certain way, oh, he's gay, or maybe he should date men, or you want to go 50-50. People like to use these talking arguments when you just maybe have a preference, or you want your woman to be a certain way.
No, ain't no preference, bro. Here's the preference. When I tell you how something look, it makes you look better to the world.
But no, you could be just hating women, even though that's your opinion. That's what people are saying nowadays.
Brandon, when your wife goes to Target, will you rather look ugly or pretty going out?
Pretty, yeah, pretty.
All right, so won't you say things that make her, in your eyes, look a little more pretty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that's why you can't talk to everybody, bro. The people
that's true. Yeah, and that's true. Then I agree with what you say with that.
And you agree with the other one.
What part? The chutney stuff?
Let's keep it going before we get off topic.
Go ahead.
Man, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I did not expect to be doing this, but like, no sassy man.
No sassy.
Like, kind of like old school values. The kind of man that does not have a problem like loving on his woman, so that I can love on him back, and it could be, Oh,
hold on! I just thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm loving on my woman a lot, she may think I want too much attention.
Too much attention. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
That just popped in. You see?
Yeah.
People, it's Kevin Samuels used to say something called off Star Wars because he was a geek. Code 66 or Death Route 66. That means I think that means turtle. They destroying everything. Self-destruction.
Okay. But
her
why?
mind is on self-destruction, Brandon.
Yeah. I don't think she knows that. I think her mind is on, I'm not going to be with anybody because I keep bringing up certain things even before I even meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because can you just come, if you're looking for love or if you're looking to meet somebody, can you tell people what you're not looking for? Yeah, you can. You can tell people what you're looking for too, but I would just go into it and be like, look, I'm just looking to meet the right person, right? But if I start naming all this stuff, I'm not gonna look like I want to look. Like it's not gonna come off the right way.
Like, watch this. She be her future husband, but he's sassy, Brandon. Now her max is 80, but her future husband that God sent him, his sassy level is 82.
Okay.
She said, you're too sassy for me.
Right. No.
Who's in the wrong, Brandon, in that case?
She is. She gotta deal with like the perfect person people are looking for sometimes is not out there. But the right person that you need is gonna be out there. But you're gonna look for things to disqualify him with, and you're gonna be like, oh, I can't do it. Yeah, focus on the negative instead of the positives.
Yeah. You looking for sassy because he said something one too many times.
Right. And maybe he was raised by his mom, or he just been around the wrong thing. So he may be, Brandon, like you say, 82 instead of 80 where your threshold is, but he do everything else right.
He got cologne, boot cut jeans, leather boots, a purse over his shoulder where Brandon be having.
No, that's not true.
And a turtleneck with glasses. I just described Caleb Samuels to you. He's gonna have just a little sass to him.
Yeah.
If you know what boot cut jeans are.
Like, I don't want like the kind of man that listens to the podcast and wondering what a woman is bringing to the table. I don't want all that.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Just somebody that's looking for love.
Ladies, define sassy men, please. Define sassy men here, please.
Define sassy. Man, I just feel like some men just want, they just are kind of not really feminine, but they just.
All right, Brian, I've had to find a word She's
Mhm.
perplexed, brother.
Yeah. Be- because like she said, she don't want somebody that's listening to podcasts, all this stuff in her head. I mean, in their head, but she listened to the same stuff on the other side, got it in her head, and she don't even know what a sassy man that she doesn't like is based upon.
Correct. She said a statement and can't explain a lick of it, Brandon. Not a lick. You know,
Right.
how many licks
Right.
take to the Tootsie Roll Pop? She can't take the wrapper off the Tootsie Roll Pop and take a lick at
Right.
it.
Right. And that's an easy question, right? If you don't like sassy men, because you know, because that turns you off. You don't like
Right.
somebody that wants to challenge you, maybe going back and forth over stuff, like a female, maybe, right?
Correct. You aren't supposed to go back and forth with any woman on this earth. You look like an idiot, people. Guys.
Right. Right. You may want to, but you're not gonna win. And it's the outcome that you think. I mean, even if you think you're right, she probably thinks you're right too. So
No,
it just look. Go
here's
ahead.
the
What?
thing, because on the other side, you got this brain right here.
Uh-huh.
Total self, everything is self-destruct. I can
Uh-huh.
change it anytime. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just talking.
Right.
And y'all trying to figure out what coupon is the best coupon for KFC, and y'all fussing about it.
In a full-blown fight. Holding up the line.
Wow. A guy should not be in that conversation, Brandon.
Right.
They have that me first kind of attitude, just like like how some women can be like, what you gonna do for me? I feel like a lot of men have that what you gonna do for me kind of thing too. Like,
What's wrong with that, Brandon? A guy can't have desires.
You can't. No, we're supposed to just, work hard and have no feelings, not ask for anything, and just be happy.
Every guy that she brushed shoulders with, Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
will probably die for her when they
Yeah.
went to the movies. And probably every single one. If they was
Yeah.
on a date, he'll probably, hey, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And this is what you get in return, people. For
Right.
laying your life, for the potential of laying your life down like most guys would do, you get
Yeah.
this type of attitude in return.
Yeah.
You're sassy. What about me? No, don't worry about you. We talk about me.
Yeah. And I don't think people think that's a problem, but yeah, that's a problem.
It's about we people. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Me is we. What we
Mhm. Yeah.
and what we gonna do. That's how you're supposed to talk. We.
When you're in a
Why would-
relationship or you building something with somebody, it's not just one person in control and one person needs always met. It's two people. That's just how it's supposed to go. But she's saying if a man wants attention, you want me to be all in your face or doing stuff for you. You acting like a girl. I guess that's what they're trying to say. Like, don't be like me. Like, I deserve attention. Only I deserve to be, catered to or doing stuff. You can do stuff for both parties, both sexes. It's not just one thing. Like you say, you got to work together when you're in a relationship.
Now let's just look at her facial expression right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking to Kendra G.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking to the side. That means she's lying or unsure
Right.
about her statements.
Right.
She's aware the camera is in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that she's have a small little attitude right now, and this is with Kendra G. And her attitude is with her thinking, her own mind thinking, screen attitude.
Right. Right.
What's going to happen when she is forced to communicate with another partner when she's building the attitude within her own damn mind, talking to another female?
It's not gonna work. Like I say, if me and her are having a conversation and we disagree, and I'm trying to bring up my point, her comeback is, oh, you want too much attention. You sassy. Like, all you want to do is XYZ. Like, you're not going to be able to build or have a successful relationship with somebody that's already in their mind thinking like you're the enemy. No, I'm not the enemy, but I have my own mind. I have my own feelings. I have my own thoughts.
And you are the enemy, and you ain't there yet.
Right. You're not even there yet. That's a good point.
You on a job interview. I never had an attitude in a job interview, brother.
And that's what this is. This is an interview, basically, right? She's putting herself out there, and what we all see is, oh, okay, she has a hang up about that thing, sassy men that she doesn't like, but she can't really explain to us what a sassy man is and why she don't like that. She says that she don't want a man who wants too much attention. What if a guy wants a lot of attention? What's wrong with that? You want me to go looking for attention for somebody else?
It's a bomb, Brandon. No attention, but she want the guy to be love up on her.
Yeah.
So
So
when I show attention, I show attention, people, I like that type of attention. if you want to know, I bet most guys is like that too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But you know, I don't want the attention. Come walk with me. While I'm changing oil out. Come sit with me while I change the oil out in the car at Firestone. No, that's not. No, we like real attention.
Yeah, I think that kind of get lost sometimes too, though. But.
Yeah.
It's just a turn off for me. Not that I'm looking for anybody to do anything for me, but I'm just looking for. I wish I could define it better. You guys know what I'm talking about. These men, they are just.
They're saying, okay, here's the deal. Help fellas out.
Okay.
When a lot of men call women masculine. So sassy is when the men act feminine. And honestly, I think the best way to make it simple, if you're a man that's calling a woman masculine, then you're saying she's more masculine than you. So that means you're feminine. I think sassy men want to argue with women all day.
Yes.
I'm not used to men wanting to argue. I mean, you might have debates, but want to argue.
Here's the thing, people. Nobody argue in real life unless you at fast food restaurants or convenience stores or clubs.
Right. Do you think people argue online though? You think that's the same kind of arguing?
See, these young ladies, I'm answer your question.
Go
These
ahead.
young ladies think online and social media is real life.
Right. It's not.
So when they say people arguing and stuff, they doing that over Wi-Fi devices. They're not doing that in real life.
Right.
They are not doing. When people argue in real life, it's a crazy person somewhere. Somebody's driving a car, or somebody cheated. A stranger's cheated, cut the line, done something. Mm. People don't argue about put that 50 in Walmart.
right. And is it dangerous when you arguing online? It's not dangerous at all. It's not.
Well,
but if I'm in Walmart arguing,
Nino Brown said some guys this week in Arizona, in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Bah, 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 because he was posting in front of a casino.
Right.
It can get real to some people.
It can get real. But did he get shot online or was it in real life? It was a real life thing.
He got shot in real life. And somebody else, shot in real life. People think online is real, and they put that in reality.
Yeah.
But all the conversations they have on YouTube, I hear zero in the real world.
Yeah. Because why would you?
You won't hear it.
Would you walk up to a stranger and start talking about some of the stuff we talk about online? Like you say, arguing about 50-50. Or talking about Trump politics, or ICE, or any of that kind of stuff. You really wouldn't do it.
I walk up to a stranger saying, "Where you get that water bill from?"
Yeah, right.
Or,
something that's gonna benefit you.
Yeah. Oh, go right ahead, miss.
Yeah.
Oh, you dropped something. Go pick that up. You see what I'm saying? Social media and real life are two completely different things.
Mm. And that's something I haven't really heard anybody break down. So I'm glad we kind of stumbled onto that. Do you get passionate?
I hear people break that down a lot, but
like I said, I don't watch a lot of stuff. But do you get passionate if you going back and forth with somebody online? I think you don't. I would say you don't, but I think a lot of people, and sometimes maybe women, just because they handle stuff differently, like they'll get charged up behind some of this stuff going back and forth with men online that don't really care no way.
I'm only passionate about the family members and friends in my life. Yeah. And I'm only passionate about my quality of my relationships and my quality of my integrity. I'm not passionate
with
about
strangers.
Yeah, people
somebody
fighting
don't
on the
know.
internet.
Yeah.
And I gotta remind myself, it's a game. Don't fall in the game. I could do something more productive than argue with a guy who's on a Where's Waldo reading level. Huh?
Right. And
What-
trying
you know
to
what I mean,
gaslight
Brandon?
you. Yeah, because there's no words in Where's
There you go.
Waldo.
That's his reading level. Where Waldo books.
Right. And let me ask you this too. I'm glad you said something about reading. Didn't you tell me there was a new book that you're reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many do you read? A lot of books?
I average about a book a year. I just finished one about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I started up another one.
And you're very knowledgeable. You're researched. Like I said, when you come on here, you don't like to just talk out the side of your neck. You want to go off of facts and lived experience as well. But I think a lot of people don't do that. They want to just kind of jump out there with whatever they feeling and go back and forth with you over stuff that you've researched.
Jesus and John Wayne greatly influenced my life, people. All right. Talking like you're walking. Be the truth.
Yeah.
So let your words mean something.
Yeah.
And try to back them up. Yeah, try to back them up. Oh,
And that's another thing. People like to go against the Bible, like some of the stuff you may say that's in the Bible.
yeah, I find that every time I try to use Bible techniques,
Biblical stuff. Oh.
biblical stuff to how to solve issues, I get pushback. So
But why you think that is?
it's supposed to happen.
Hmm?
Supposed to happen.
Hmm.
See, the devil don't touch Brandon because you already got him. Huh? But the devil will touch people who try to follow the word. That's when you get touched.
You're right. And not to try to talk about an agenda or whatever, but like it's just expected that when you follow the word, you're gonna be attacked, you're gonna be ridiculed. That's just a part of it. So it's a tactic used to try to trick you out of your position or out of what you believe. So you got to stand tall in your beliefs and your principles. So
And sometimes you be weak.
yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
9 o'clock today, picked out. I just took a dog to take a pee. He picked out the window. I'm doing my cooking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a loose dog, 2 paws in our yard, Brady, off leash.
What kind of dog?
The black pit bull next door.
Oh Lord.
It took me about an hour to recover, people. It took about an hour and 30 minutes to cool off.
Mm-hmm.
To cool off.
It's the same owner or is it a different owner?
It's the same people. I don't give a fuck who over there. It's the same dog. Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, it's causing me so much work.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm almost to the crash out stage of my life, people.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in real life.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
And the devil is bringing so much stuff up here that I gotta reset, and it takes me hours to reset, man.
Mm-hmm.
It takes me hours, and I talk about goals and triggers, right?
Yeah.
I had to put a trigger on there. I said, if something happens, I hurt myself, and I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody over there going to sleep. Stuff for the kid. All right. So I said triggers, I said, let it go. But if I go out there, I get hurt, pull all this down, somebody going to sleep. I'm the one getting up, going to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning just to get stronger and work on can I walk line for line. Somebody going to. So I'm to this point, people.
We're gonna have to keep you in
be
prayer.
Careful. I'm tired of this shit. That's just blatant disrespect. And
it is.
And God has tested me with it because He know that's why I really don't like.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even want to do this motherfucker. See, let's do this motherfucker. Hold on. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm getting
mad about it. Yeah.
No, I ain't getting mad, but my temperature is rising in my head.
But just thinking about it, how neglectful it is. But like I said, I ain't gonna go into it anymore. We'll go ahead and finish this video so we get ready to get out of here.
With women all day. Sassy men want to walk around and say they the prize. Like, I don't know any man that wants to walk around and say they're the prize.
Pause it real quick,
Just
Lewis. Pause it real quick. I want to say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard a man say he's the prize in real life?
I am the prize. So yes.
Okay, well, go ahead. Have you
What's wrong
told
with that?
somebody? Have you told? But I'm just saying, do you go around saying that, or tell somebody that you dating, or
No.
No. Okay, that's it.
Because it shows. It shows in my globe, Brady.
Okay, right.
Right? I got to say something who I am. Do I have to
There you
say
go.
I'm strong?
No.
Or I'm strong when I put your ass on the ground. That's how you're supposed to live. Like,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, I'm the
Right.
best. I'm the best. Okay. You gotta show with your actions. You
There
know,
you go. Show Jackson. Perfect.
but I am the prize. I know I'm a catch. And when you find the other one, she's a prize too.
Yeah.
But if she ain't yours, she ain't no prize. You know, she ain't up but damn car. So I put some salt in the damn tank, ready to fuck up on your ass or something. It's good
like
now, but it's
like
gonna
an
cost
old
you.
school. Can you remodel it? Can you refurbish it? Can you restore it?
No, she ain't the prize, brother. She ain't the prize. See, here's the thing with cars. You pull the motor out, put a new motor in it. All that horsepower going to an old ass transmission. What's gonna happen? Huh?
It's not gonna run like you think it's gonna run.
It's going, yeah, it may not run for long as you think it's gonna run. That transmission gonna go out. So all that horsepower in the new horsepower in the old transmission. And they put your engine on a Friday. So you already know they ain't check everything in there.
they on weekend mode.
Yeah, they in weekend mode. 1 year, 12,000 mile warranty.
Mm.
No boats coming to loose in 12,000 miles. They'll start coming to loose in 20. You see the game, people.
Yeah.
Of all the things y'all think a man does, but okay, here's the deal. This could get a little tricky because, quote unquote, there's gay men that will act sassy.
Right.
But they're acting sassy because they're girly. They're gay men.
Right.
So she's
That's
talking
not what I'm
about-
talking about.
She's talking about the straight guy that acts gay.
No.
The straight
Sassy is not gay, people. Sassy is not gay. It's nothing
not.
wrong with a man being sassy. So everybody can be who they want to be. We need them.
Yeah.
If it
But
wasn't
no, we
for
can't.
sexy
They-
man,
Go
Brandon,
ahead.
Brandon would not have, when his brother got married, they won't be in none of those suits. They be in dungarees.
You said dungarees.
So they
Yeah.
people are the world's supposed to have different people in them.
No,
you
but for
need
some reason,
sassy
people
man.
like to do that. You know, if a man acts a certain way, they want to judge him. He can't be who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to put him down to the point where they call him gay. Like I don't think you should be able to call somebody gay as a negative thing, and then you support gay men at the same time. Like, how is that? How is that a dig? Like that shouldn't be something people go to. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this. A sassy man on YouTube may tell you what kind of cologne to get. Shout out to KG. No, it's a KS. Shout out to KS. I ain't never buy his stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's a little too sassy for me.
But that's him. He's free to be
But
whoever
that's
he
him.
is. Yeah.
But that sassy man is putting other man's up on game. So he
Yeah.
put that little cologne on them.
Mhm.
Now, every time they go to work, you know, somehow women like shit to smell good. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. You know,
Right.
you know, and then that happened to influence one of the girls you like.
Yeah.
And there you go. What's
Yeah.
wrong with a sassy man putting you up on game?
There's nothing.
Because you used to come in there smelling like Old Spice, you know, alcohol and sawdust. That's what you smell
And fried
like.
fish.
Yeah, fried fish. Now you come in there smelling like Prada. Ocean
Yeah, right.
Sunset.
And for some reason that does it. You know what I'm saying?
And that does it.
Not the qualities that you had, but you got a perfume on, or he used to tell people to do something with a handkerchief and just all kind of attention to detail stuff that maybe a regular unsassy man would be thinking about.
And guys need attention to detail.
Mhm.
You up here driving in the same parking lot every day, parking the same spot, and didn't notice that oil leak yet. Something wrong with your ass. You need to be sassy. You know?
Right.
The guy that acts like the sassy guy,
Yeah.
but is not a
But
gay
he's
guy.
sweet. Yeah, he just has yeah, exactly. I just, like you said, want to argue. Just too much. Like I don't have a problem with a big personality, but baby, like I want to be the woman, and I'm a softer woman. I know that I'm a feminine woman. I have no problem.
Now, do a feminine woman need those buff what's that one bats on the eyebrows?
Well, we can't tell them what they can put on, but I'm with you. Yeah, you don't necessarily need that. That's some extra stuff that for some reason some people feel like they got to put all that stuff on.
It's a lady on,
sometimes when you're natural, you're just beautiful as is.
it's a lady on YouTube, black woman. She says enhancements like these. These women try to cover up they masculine by being over feminine in accessories. So this she's covering up something. Brandon, I got glasses on, right? What I'm covering up.
You're not covering up anything, but you're
covering up my blindness.
But you're trying to see, though. You are trying to see. I can see if she was putting those on because she was trying to see better, but her vision may be worse with those on. But I get what you're saying.
It's a covered up. You do everything for a reason. So the big eyelashes, they covered up something. Is that to cover up her eyebrows ain't long naturally, or I'm trying to attract more attention? Which one is it, ma'am?
It could be both. But do you when you see that, do you
both
think
and you went to the totally opposite?
But when you see, do you like that kind of stuff? I think women like those some women like those eyebrows, but eyelashes. Do you find that attractive?
At a stage of my life, music loud, you in the bathroom of a club, yes, I find it attractive, but not at the Thanksgiving dinner table. This ain't being at Thanksgiving, people.
Right.
All right, this ain't being at Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
But this will be in that bathroom at the nightclub. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I have no problem being submissive. You know, I look at what the Bible says a woman should be, a wife should be, and I have been that. So I know that that's me. So
okay, a wife should be. She had sex this year, unmerited sex, and she divorced her husband.
Yeah.
She just made a statement. I looked up what the Bible tells a wife should be. A wife is not. Okay, she was not a wife having sex this year.
Yeah.
And it's a chance she was not a wife divorcing her husband. I think she divorced her husband. But she quotes the Bible, but contradicts the Bible
at the same time.
The same interview.
So I can't do that with a man that is not doing his part, like not carrying himself like a man.
Fair enough. All right, let's keep going. All right, you have kids. I'm assuming you don't care.
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I mean, my bills are paid, but I like to do things, and so he needs to be able to keep up at a bare minimum.
Why everybody do this? Why does everybody do this? You know what that means, right?
No, I know. No, the women do that. Guys don't do this.
Okay, well, that's what I mean. We're not gonna say all the women, but a lot of women are gonna say that they're looking for somebody. They're gonna take care of their bills. But guess what? What you gonna be doing? You're gonna be traveling the United States, and you're gonna be paying for these trips too. And this is what I like. This is what I have to have. I have to be traveling.
I just realized, brother, if it ain't in my plans, which hopefully is God plans, I ain't deviated from that.
Yeah.
So if she can't get behind this God plan I got, get your ass on.
but let me ask you this: do you think she should be like, should I be with this person, or should I do what I want to do? I think and travel a lot, travel every month.
Do what the
Which
Bible
one is more
tells.
important?
Do what the Bible tells her to do as a divorce.
Follow.
As a divorced woman with kids.
What's that?
Her man, her husband is our Lord and Savior. Go to him, travel with him, get over in a relationship. This is what the Bible tells you. She says she reads it. Get in a relationship with him. He will guide you where you need to be. All right.
And that's Miami.
No, she ain't meeting no more guys, Brandon. It's just her and the Lord for her.
But that's what I'm saying. Her and the Lord in Miami. But like I said, people just want. I don't get what the big thing is about traveling. If you would just want to travel and be single, that's fine. But if you want a relationship, you can't. You're gonna have to build a relationship and stay home and be building a home.
She knows that. That's why she's lying. Look at her. Who's she looking at? Looking to the side, chasing the light. When people look to the side, their eyes
look up. Right.
Hand on the hip. She know good or well ain't no man want to keeping up with that.
Yeah.
At this age, for all she want. Yeah.
And but we've talked about this too. Can you just take off of work because the guy's gonna be working his job and he needs to be there if he's important to his job. You can't just be taking off traveling or taking off spending time with her and doing all this, dates and stuff. Like all this stuff, it costs money and it costs time. And it's just hard to juggle all that. Something has to go. You just may not be able to travel like people want to travel. And that's okay. If you really want to be with somebody at home, right? That should give you, Well, go ahead.
Traveling. Brandon, I don't give a 2 cents about traveling. I ain't lose. Watch this, Brandon. I ain't lose. You was in California, right?
Yeah, I was in California.
Now, I don't like to go, but watch this. I ain't lose nothing out there.
No, man.
I know good or well they ain't cooking no good grits out there. I had some good grits this morning, people.
Right.
I'm at home.
Do you feel like you missing out? Are you missing out just because you didn't go to California? Yeah, no.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not missing out.
Did you gain from not traveling? Yes. I think that's what people don't understand. You gain from staying at home too. It's a lot. You can be saving money. You can be working on your home, getting stuff in order, being better prepared.
Now I'm going to Detroit. I don't know when, brother.
What you going to
Motown, bro?
Okay.
I'm going to Motown. All right.
Well, to listen to some music, you going to a blues club?
No, I'm going to the museum. No,
okay.
Motown, where they recorded the stuff at.
Oh, okay.
It's a museum. I'm going there, brother.
Okay. Am I invited?
Brother, why the hell you want to go? I'm driving from here, brother. You know we live.
What's wrong with that?
So different areas.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'll just mess with you anyway.
Yeah. See, people, me and Brandon live.
How many miles away do we live?
Watch this.
Go ahead.
I could be in Detroit the same amount of time I could be in Brandon's house.
Okay.
There you go. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I said, man, let that get me a rental car and let me look at my money. I hit that 5,000, but sometimes you got to go back a little bit. And the reason I say this, people, I've been working extremely hard for 2 years just to be able to like walk.
Yeah.
I'm able to cut the grass and I don't have to recover for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
So I'm getting to the point I want to test my walking distance and don't have nothing else mess up on me. So I
got you.
Man, I can at least go to that Motown and stay. Watch this. This is how you get it. Stay at a casino. So this casino costs a little more, but okay, Brandon, check this out.
Go ahead.
Casino is $140 a night, right?
Okay.
And a regular room is $100.
Mm-hmm.
If a person is less mobile,
casino.
Why?
because it's closer. You know, you spend a little bit more money, but at least you won't have to leave the casino and be walking outside, you know, putting yourself in danger, quote
Well,
unquote.
don't just say all that now.
Well, it's just a lot of other factors too, but I'm just saying I would just spend a little extra money to be inconvenienced less.
This how I looked at it. I said, okay, if I don't feel like doing all the walking and this,
Yeah.
I said, shit, I could at least go downstairs. You know, I could post up in the casino, be looking all day.
Right. And then when you gotta go, when you go to bed, you just go right upstairs. It's
Go
real easy.
right upstairs. So I got a day, I could just chill out at the casino. I said, shit, let me make Jack. But
Right.
if I stay at another place, what that means is, okay, I ain't gonna be in no damn hotel room all day. I got to drive somewhere. I mean, got to walk somewhere. I got to do this.
Park, pay for that.
But my main goal is I'm going to the Motown. I'm going to see the damn Motown.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know when. I'm going to the damn Motown.
We're good.
Yeah, but see, you got to do it before you get cold up there too. I ain't going there when it was cold. That'd be stupid. Detroit. I ain't never been to. You been to Detroit, Brandon?
No, that's one place I haven't been.
Yeah, I think ain't nothing over there, but shit, I'm so close. Dude.
Well, what's the dude on YouTube? Isn't he from Detroit? They supposed to be building up Detroit, making it look nice.
Oh, you want a video on the dude on YouTube? I wasn't gonna do this now.
What you mean?
And this would be a good closeout.
Okay, go ahead.
Put it on here. Could be a good closeout. And
go see a Tigers game or the Pistons.
See, I gotta see. I ain't ready for them stairs yet, Brandon.
Oh yeah, that ain't
like a whole bunch of stairs. Trying to just be like,
or just walking to your seat is a lot. Walking in them stadiums.
All right, let me see here. Tab. Okay, this one, audio. All right, Brandon, you just take it how it is.
I was talking to a guy early this morning and he was helping me with some of my bags. And he said, Anton, what do you think that, do you think that the people that create businesses inside of the United States of America, people that actually contribute do you think that the people that create businesses inside of the United States of America, people that actually contribute do you think that the people that create businesses inside the United States of America, people that actually contribute do you think that the people that create businesses inside of the United States of America, people that actually contribute?
All right, Brad, you heard that statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you read between the lines, what did he say?
I don't know. Tell me. People that building
businesses
inside the United States.
Those are the people who only actually contribute to America. Is that true, Brad?
No, that's not true.
All right. So who built the most businesses in America, Brad?
I would say wonderful people do.
All right. How about under that, right?
It's Asians.
Under that,
people. Hispanic.
And under that.
This is true black people.
All right. So the gentleman just said the people who don't build no businesses in America don't contribute to America. That's all I'm saying. You take that how you leave it, but it's an agenda some people could be on.
Yeah. And like I say, you can agree with some of the stuff people say, but you can disagree too, because I guess they kind of get to a point where they've had so much success. They're kind of like Lil Wayne. Like you're so rich, you're so displaced from reality, or like the normal people reality. Like you have a new reality that you've created around you, and it goes against the stats like you just pulled up, and then you start saying stuff like.
No, don't go get his stats. He's saying his position.
Okay.
He said black people ain't contribute nothing.
But do you agree with that? But we do contribute.
Yes. Yeah, we do.
If you take us out. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if we weren't in the mix. This world, the United States would look different.
All right. If you remove all the black people in America right now, a few things will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Nike will crash and burn.
Okay.
The coast Brandon's on the coast. All that seafood was spore and was to be nobody to eat it.
Yeah.
Black people eat the second most seafood in as of 2022, second most seafood in America. Behind who, Brandon?
Asians.
How you knew that?
Because I just know how to get down.
But the Asians only take that much population. We this much.
Yeah.
So we almost neck and neck.
Right.
All right. Without black people, you only have baseball, hockey, and soccer. Football. Football to watch. Without black people, you'll be listening to music like Mary had a little lamb.
It'd be a little soulless.
Well, I won't say soulless. It'd be music like that. Everybody love. It'd be Beethoven, Mozart, and Mary had a little lamb. Nothing past that.
Yeah.
You remove black people, it won't be. Well, you remove black people, you'll have 50 million more Indians over here.
What kind of Indians? The
Native Americans.
Okay.
You remove black people. Not the new hemisphere won't even be over here. It'll still be jungles, people. All right. It'll still be jungle.
And is that because we'll be over in Africa? We will be already over there?
It took the labor for us to develop all this, to have the labor to develop all this stuff.
Yeah.
No, Columbus came over here with rifles. Those natives or Hispanics, how you want to call them, they had sticks and rocks. Who's gonna win the battle?
The rifles.
Yeah. Columbus was selling the seas, and Africans before Columbus was selling the seas. These guys only made it to Puerto Rico. All right. They didn't get
which is true.
They didn't get past Puerto Rico. They walked and they didn't get past Puerto Rico. Million well, I ain't gonna, because it sound like I put.
But yeah, but I just want to.
But that's the truth.
But how could somebody take our impact out and say it doesn't matter? Like we're not contributing because what we don't have the power to contribute. We don't own an industry. Is that what the point?
Brandon, nobody remembers the name of the donkey that pulled the plow 100 years later. All right.
Right.
That's how they take it out. They view us as the donkey.
Yeah.
We knew it took a lot of labor to create all this, but we ain't gonna recognize the donkey that pulled America and to pull the world into the world we have experienced today.
Yeah.
When I think about it, Brandon, I know we're about to go. When I think about it, if it wasn't for us picking cotton, it would be no clothes on no Indian people back, be no clothes on no Chinaman back. The whole world be shirtless.
Because who wants to do that? Who wants to? That's a lot of.
Do it.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
Growing no cotton like that. You had to come over here, cut all the trees down, cut the cotton, right? Send the cotton to New York, ship it to British, so they had the industrial age. They create cloth and they sell that to the rest of the people. Yeah, Indian people won't have no clothes on their back was for Africans, but who gonna say that?
No, right.
Yeah.
Why give us credit if you don't have to?
Who's gonna remember the donkey pulling the plow? They just remember the harvest. That's all I gotta say. That's a good clip. Let's go off that.
All right, Lois. What you gonna finish cooking? You doing anything else? Let me pull.
I'm done.
I'm
done, Brandon. I just got my bubble bath. I got to trim up my hair. I'm done for the rest of the day.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're not trying to put this on your pork chop.
Put what?
That apple chutney.
Oh, let me stop sharing my screen.
Oh, it's not up there. Oh, my bad. You ain't trying to put that on top of your.
I can't see nothing.
It's not up there. Oh, that's weird. It's not.
I see it down at the bottom done to me earlier today. I had to get out, get back in.
Yeah, that's weird because it's showing up in the thing, but it's not. It's not
Yeah.
at the bottom. That's weird.
Should be okay.
Now you can see it.
Man, that's sucker. No, that ain't no succotash. Okay,
but it's
apples?
hard to. Yeah.
Now you doing that right now, Brandon? My time so low, I got efficiency now.
I see.
I just do like steps. I did a few little steps to elevate the taste.